next contestant for today, Mr. T.K. Ramesh. To do or not to do? To do or not to do, Mr. T.K. Ramesh.
To do or not to do? To do or not to do? To do or not to do? I couldn't control. I did it. Instead of to say, there were Toastmasters and guess. That was Ramesh, 5 years old, pondering with that question, to do or not to do. Couldn't control himself and bedwetted for the umpteenth time. Next day morning, without any exception, right from the elders to the youngest in the clan, everybody made fun of me. I didn't budge. I continued for next 2 years. But every time, before that there was a question, to do or not to do. My answer was same. In my 4th standard, arithmetic was fairly easy in those days. Children tell what is 10 minus 4? 10 in mind, 4 in hand, you do the mathematics. Children tell what is 4 plus 4? 4 in mind, 4 in hand, tell the answer. But when we entered 4th standard, they introduced a new thing called set theory. It all began like this. I studied in a missionary school where most of the teachers were Malayalis. He said, children, see this. And you have to complete the answer for this. We don't know whether it is English or number. He said there are 4 steps to solve this problem. Break this into 4 parts. For each part, the explanation you write. Answer each part and complete the whole problem. We don't know which is mathematics there, which is English there. Then she said, I will tell you how to do. X, such that X greater than 10, X less than 20, X segment whole number. For all of us, whole number is the number with the 4 which is 0. With this teacher, it took a long time for us for the set theory to set in. 9th standard was the best year of my life. Because the early teens, and you don't have to do or not to do questions. You have questions like how to do and what to do. There are 2 things which I was very, very keen on doing in my 9th standard. Reading books and looking at girls. Every day, whenever I travel, I used to carry a book in my hand. One day, I got into a bus, and as I got into a bus, I saw a beautiful girl standing there. As soon as I got in, she smiled at me. I got encouraged. So immediately I took a book, held it in front of her, and looked at her. Her smile widened. I felt so happy. Then I opened the book, flipped through the pages, once again looked at her. She started giggling. I felt so happy. Today things are working out so fast. With few pages things are happening. Finally, even without me doing anything, she started laughing a little loudly. That was slightly disturbing. I looked up at her, and just then the bus stop where she has to get on approached. So she was about to get on. I walked towards the kill. With the book in hand I went. She also looked at me and came closer to me. I was thrilled, and she whispered, hold the book correctly, put your zip properly. I was holding my book upside down. 9th standard, as I told you, was the best year in my life. Once again, it was not about to do or not to do, it was only how to do and what to do. In those days, every boy worth his height should ride a cycle. there were few cars on the road and fewer bikes, but there were more cycles. We used to hire a cycle from a cycle repair shop and try to learn cycling. I wanted to learn cycling, so I went to the cycle shop along with my friends. And they used to pay the money, they would look at the time, half an hour, you have to come this time, they are all being noted down. And then you will take the cycle. While they were paying the guy, I took the cycle. The cycle was like, how is the cycle moving on its own? Please look at it. No, no sir, there is a boy standing on the other side. And as I started the cycling, they looked at me and made me sit in the cycle. And they pushed for few hours. And they said, man, pedal, man, pedal. I said, okay. I pedaled on the right side. It took cool 20 seconds for the next pedal to hit my left leg. And I learned cycle somehow. Every time you ride a cycle, you have to reach a platform, because I cannot do it without a platform. So I look at a raised platform like this, bring a cycle here, put my leg on this, and then bring the pedal to the top and press the pedal hard so that it moves at some speed. As I move forward, I have to look for the next pedal because my friends have not pedal. So while I looked down, my cycle took a turn like this. Just then, an uncle of mine who recently had an hydrocele operation was walking in front of me. He said, hey, hey, hey. I said, no, no, no. And I banged. He went to my house, complained to my father, your son has hit my private part. That night, none of my body parts was private, everything was public. My father lynched me like anything and put me outside the house. Love, you cannot do, it will happen. You don't have a clue or what to do. Marriage is a happen to, you have got to do a ritual in marriage. Toastmasters and friends. To do or not to do is a question. It will be there in your life always. Over the years it will mature from a firm to do to a not so firm not to do. Or to a confused what to do, to a resigned, let others do. Finally, a renowned, let anyone do. Back to you.